Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is race 15 of 25 here in Season 8 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. We're here for the Loudon 100 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. 18 drivers attempted to qualify for the race. 16 made it. Daniel Harmon on the pole, Tyler McMurder in second. That's Jordan Green in the 6 car in third. The 20 is driven by Jared Scott. 24, Aaron Manfredonia, and the 3 driven by Matt Tetmayer. Jerry Ashley in the 15 and 7th. We've also got drivers like Caitlin Lohr, Clinton Bucketing, Frank Edwards in the 78, and so many more. The green flag is in the air for the Loudon 100 at New Hampshire. Turn up the volume here, that'd be good. McMurder takes the lead on the outside of Daniel Harmon, and he's going to charge into turn 3 and 4, smoking the tires just to see if he can get some distance on himself and the rest of the field. Jordan Green now on the inside of Daniel, challenging for the 3rd position. Jared Scott of the 20 car, still right there with him. And it's a dogfight behind them for 5th on back, and it looks like it's Frank Edwards, Matt Tetmayer, and Jerry Ashley fighting for that. Looked like Daniel Harmon bounced off the wall that last time by, coming out of turn 2. And that's going to allow Jared Scott in the 20 to take 2nd place. Jordan Green slips to 4th, and he's got company on the outside line. Looks like it's Matt Tetmayer in the 3 car taking 4th from Jordan Green. He was excited about this race. Matt in the number 3 car, hoping for a solid finish. Remember, here in the NOSSCAR X2 Series, it is all about your 8 highest points totals that determine your total amount of points in the standings. Not necessarily all about the total amount of points or a playoff system. No playoff system here in the NOSSCAR X2 Series. This is hosted on the NASCAR 15 Victory Edition on the PlayStation 3 console. Jared Scott in 2nd, Matt Tetmayer in 3rd, Jordan Green in 4th, Daniel Harmon, your point sitter, the very colorful car, 62, has dropped to the 5th position. Behind them it's Frank Edwards in 6th. Jeffrey Robinson Jr. has gained a couple spots since the start of the race, so has Caleb Lopez in the 95. They're both inside the top 10. Been a very smooth start to the race so far. We sometimes see issues at this very flat and technical racetrack. So far not the case here in this event. Caleb Lopez up to 7th, by the way. We should just quickly update you on that. He's driving the number 95 car. It looks a lot like the car that Casey Kane drove in the 2018 Cup Series season, Real Life Cup. Out front, though, leading the way, it is the 4-time X2 Series champion, McMurder in the number 84 Pepsi Ford. His stepdad, Jason, was very happy to see him switch over, make that transition into the Ford cars, being a big Ford man himself. And he's found a lot of success in this number 84 blue oval. Tetmayer in the 3 car has taken 2nd from Jared Scott in the 20. So put Jared back to 3rd, Jordan Green in 4th. Daniel Harmon has dropped outside the top 5, we should let you know. Caleb Lopez in the 95 moves up to 5th. Frank Edwards is in 6th. We got a couple of cars on pit road, actually. I believe that was Rush Downing on pit road. We should also let you know Brian Wiggins in the number 5 car was caught up in some sort of on-track incident early in the race, so he's dropped a number of positions since the start of the event. The drivers running in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th are all lined up nose to tail, led by Matt Tetmayer in the 3, followed by Jared Scott in the 20, and followed by Jordan Green in the 6. Remember, Jordan Green normally runs a 06 Chevrolet, but he elected to take a number 6 Ford for this event to try to help with the connection. We were having some serious connection issues before we were able to get this event underway and brought to you. Right now you got a Chevy and a Toyota chasing a Ford. It's been a long time since we've seen a driver in a Ford win here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. They're more known for their mile-and-a-half program here in the NOSSCAR Esports Racing Series, but it's McMurder showing the way so far. Matt Tetmeyer in second, Jared Scott third, Jordan Green in fourth, Caleb Lopez rounding out the top five. It's a 60-lap race here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Race 15 of 25 here in Season 8 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series. Head over to NOSSCAR.com/X2 Series to see the fully updated point standings, see where your favorite driver is seated. Jordan Green comes into this event as the points leader. Tyler McMurder comes into this event second in the standings. Daniel Harmon third. Caleb Lopez fourth. And Brian Wiggins in fifth. That is the top five in the point standings so far. And we can also let you know Jordan Green in the sixth has passed Jared Scott for the third position. These drivers have fallen about, I'd say, 6 seconds behind your race leader in the 84 car. Still having a nice spirited battle though. There you see them coming out of the corner. The black car is Matt Tetmeyer. The blue and white machine is Jordan Green. And that yellow blob that you see once in a while back there, that's Jared Scott. He's dropped back a couple spots, but he's still inside the top five and running strong. And speaking of Ford, it's great to see Kenny Adair, the 2018 NOSSCAR Truck Series champion on NASCAR Heat 2. He's making his presence known and felt here in the NOSSCAR X2 Series race at New Hampshire. He's currently scored in the 14th position. He's entering the races tonight because he's got a wonderful chance of winning the Talladega event. One of the best we've ever seen at the restrictor plate events. And you saw a glimpse of him, actually. That is Kenny Adair in the red number 94 McDonald's Ford. He's currently scored in the 14th position, the last car on the lead lap. Getting some valuable seat time here. He's won NOSSCAR races on the NASCAR 15 Victory Edition game before. It's just been a little while since he's picked up the PlayStation 3 controller, trying to shake off the rust. He goes one lap down. First car one lap down. That leaves 13 cars left on the lead lap. Just in front of your race leader, Caitlin Lohr in the 48 trying to hold off Jerry Ashley. That's a battle for 12th and 13th. We got a car parked over on the inside of turns 1 and 2. That looks like Brian Wiggins. His paint job did not load for this event, which is unfortunate. And whoa, we saw Caitlin Lohr in the 48 car spin back there. The leader was able to get around on the outside. Jerry Ashley in the 15 was involved because there you saw him on the inside of the track, slow back there. And that's a tough break for both of those drivers. They were battling to stay on the lead lap, and it might be a good break for Kenny Adair. In the 94, I think he passed both of those drivers to slide into 12th. The next cars to go one lap down, I believe, are Clinton Buchanan and Alan Richardson. We haven't spoken much about Alan Richardson. He's a driver in the NOSSCAR World Championship on the Formula 1 2014 video game, and he's got a win earlier this season in that series, and now he's trying to go out there and capture a win in the NOSSCAR X2 Series. Alan Richardson running in 11th, and Clinton Buchanan running in 10th. They're the next two cars to go one lap down. Some drivers are beginning to make scheduled green flag pit stops. I really like that number 74 paint job that Alan Richardson has. He's just in front of your race leader right now. He's got the Domino's number 74 Chevy. Or excuse me, it's a Toyota, number 74 Domino's Toyota. Sporting a nice paint job here today at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And there's Clinton Buchanan in the 14 car behind the leader, so he has either made a green flag pit stop or he has had some sort of an issue that we didn't catch on camera, because he has now scored outside the top 10, and now the race leader comes down pit road. Silt Strider in the 74 on pit road as well. And Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in that yellow Chevy just in front of your race leader. He's on pit road. There's Matt Tetmeyer in the black number 3 Chevy on pit road. Jerry Ashley in the 15 comes down pit road as well. These are scheduled pit stops. There goes Jeffrey Robinson Jr. There goes the 84, Tyler McMurder, and 74 of Alan Richardson. This leaves the lead to Jordan Green in the number 6 car. He's really stretching his fuel. And we're going to have to see if it cycles back around to have the 84 car out front. And we're getting a report that the 14 car, Clinton Buchanan, he made his pit stop. He did not have an issue that the cameras did not pick up, so that is why he has cycled through to be right here with Tyler McMurder in the 84 car, because once Tyler reassumes his position as the race leader, Clinton Buchanan, by the looks of things, will be the first car one lap down. Quite the gaggle of cars up here in front of your race leader. Jerry Ashley in the 15, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in the 42, and Daniel Harmon in the 62. Daniel's the pole sitter for this event. They're all running on the lead lap and inside the top 10. But for how much longer? Leader's been strong today. But the question is it going to come down to fuel mileage? It very well could, and if it does, then it's Jordan Green in the 6 car that's got the advantage in that department. They don't call him the fuel mileage ace for nothing. We're about halfway complete here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. 60-lap event. Whoa, I don't know if Tyler was trying to dodge the 42 car or if he was trying to dodge the piece of debris that we saw on the back straightaway. Either way, he missed both, and Jeffrey Robinson Jr. goes one lap down. There's Kenny Adair in the 94, moving over to let the lead lap cars go by, and that's Jordan Green right there on pit road, the blue, white, and red car. He surrenders the race lead. This is all according to plan. It looks like Jordan in the number 6 is going to try to stretch it and make it on one pit stop. He's pitting here on lap 31, so he made it to the halfway mark. So I don't see any reason why he wouldn't be able to make it to the end on fuel, except the fact that when you're able to make adjustments to these cars, they handle a lot better and you're able to get back to the throttle sooner, and it's just really difficult to discipline yourself to save the fuel. Little bit of a tap there from Jerry Ashley in the 15, letting the race leader know he's there. No harm, no foul. They keep it running and pointed in the right direction. Jordan Green back on the racetrack now, but he's actually the next car in line to go one lap down to your race leader, but he's got the fresher tires, so he just passed Caleb Lopez in the 95. So now it's Caleb in the 95, the next car to go one lap down, and he is currently scored in the 6th position. So this leaves 6 cars on the lead lap right now for the Loudon 100, and we're a little bit past the halfway mark. Going to take a break from commentary. You're watching the NOSSCAR X2 Series race in New Hampshire Motor Speedway, race 15 of 25 here in Season 8 of the NOSSCAR X2 Series, hosted on NASCAR 15 Victory Edition. Don't go anywhere. We're going to watch a battle for the win here in the Loudon 100 in just a matter of moments. We're back here for the Loudon 100, New Hampshire Motor Speedway. We're coming up on the finish of the event. There you see the 48 car driven by Caitlin Lohr. She's currently scored in the 12th position. She's having an alright day. She got caught up in something towards the beginning of the race, and that really threw a wrench into her strategy. And I believe she's been trying to save some fuel here and there and try to make this perhaps on one pit stop. Want to send a pit road reporter down to her pit stall and see what's going on there. Jordan Green is now the next car in front of your race leader. However, remember, he's got the fresher tires. He's trying to maintain a fast speed while not burning up very much fuel, but it's easier said than done. Especially when you know that the leader is coming right behind you. Caleb Lopez, the first car, one lap down, currently scored in 5th, so there are 4 cars on the lead lap. Tyler McMurder, Matt Tetmeyer, Jordan Green, and Daniel Harmon. Daniel Harmon running in 3rd, rather, and Jordan Green running in 4th. longest time we didn't see any cars going one lap down, and then once we saw a few get caught by the leader, everyone got caught by the leader. All these cars very evenly matched, and it's hard to get away from one another. Frank Edwards in the 78 car just came off pit road. He's got the fresh tires. He's going to try to stay in front of your race leader right now. See, this is key for Tyler McMurder. He puts a lap on Jordan Green. He's trying to build up as much space as he possibly can because he knows he's going to have to pit no matter what. And here he comes down pit road for his final pit stop of the race. Jared Scott on pit road. Caleb Lopez on pit road. There goes Caleb in the 95. Evidently it was not a 4-tire pit stop for them. And now Jordan Green is the race leader, and he's got about a 4-second gap on Tyler McMurder in the 84. Kenny Adair moves out of the way for Tyler. Those two former teammates in the NOSSCAR Esport Racing Series on NASCAR 15. There's Jordan up there. He's in front of the 95, and the 95 is in front of Tyler. They are the ones running in first and second right now. Now that Matt Tetmeyer in the 3 has surrendered the lead and made his final pit stop. It's getting interesting, folks, because now Jordan Green has to keep the 84 behind him, who is not only on fresh tires, but can make it to the end on fuel. Jordan Green in the 6, not certain if he can do that or not. So it's going to be very, very interesting. Alan Richardson in the 74 is on pit road as well. See if we can see where Jordan Green is. We couldn't quite see him in the frame there, but he has gotten around Alan Richardson in the 74, so he has another car in between himself and Tyler McMurder. Oh, but it looks like Alan Richardson takes that spot back. It's not a battle for position, but we believe Alan's on fresher tires. This is going to be close, guys. Jordan's right there. He's got the lead. I'd say about 15, 20 car lengths separating these two, and it's shrinking rapidly. Tyler took 4 tires and made some adjustments to loosen that race car up. And he's starting to put the pressure on Jordan Green. He's forcing Jordan to have to drive harder, which might in the end force Jordan to run out of fuel. That was Aaron Manfredonia in the 24 coming out of pit road. Now these drivers heading into turn 3. Exiting 4, Jordan Green now in front of Alan Richardson again. And it's Frank Edwards in the 78 car just in front of them. So this is on board the 84 Ford, the white Ford. Up there trying to make a move on the black car. That's Jordan Green. That's the one that McMurder in this car is trying to run down. He's only got a certain amount of laps to do it. A little bit of a bump there from Aaron Manfredonia in the 24. I don't know if he meant to do that or not, but he slowed down a lot afterwards, so evidently maybe he did not. Now Frank Edwards in the 78 car drifts up to the outside. That's going to allow Tyler in the 84 to get underneath him. Now only one car separating the two leaders. Never mind, Frank makes a move down to the bottom, and you can't really blame him. He's got fresh tires. Fresher tires in these guys. It's kind of a point in the race where you got to tiptoe around the leaders when you know that you're faster. And only a handful of laps left now, guys, and we're not sure if Jordan Green's going to make it to the end on fuel. He's been driving the wheels off that car to keep the 84 behind him, and we think that he's been burning way more gas that way. It's Jordan Green, Tyler McMurder, Matt Tetmayer, Daniel Harmon, and Caleb Lopez, the top 5. And the top 4 are on the lead lap. Now, no cars in between the 2 leaders. This is Tyler's chance to get around Jordan if he can. Got to be only 2 or 3 laps to go now, folks. Jordan comes into this event with 5 wins this season. Tyler comes in with 3 wins this season. Jordan Green's out of fuel. You saw him pull over out of the way there. And there he is on the apron. New leader, and it's Tyler in the 84. And that's a heartbreaker for Jordan Green. And Daniel Harmon is on the same strategy as Jordan Green, and that's him just in front of your race leader. The white flag is out. Daniel Harmon's going to hold on, and he's going to finish on the lead lap. And it's Tyler McMurder in the 84 car winning the Loudon 100 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Wow. He missed the pole by 2 1/1000ths of a second to Daniel Harmon. Took the lead on lap 1 and never looked back. Dedicated himself to a 2 pit stop strategy, and it all worked out. McMurder wins, Matt Tetmayer in 2nd, Jordan Green holds on to 3rd, Daniel Harmon saved the fuel for 4th, Caleb Lopez in 5th, Jeffrey Robinson Jr. in 6th, Alan Richardson in 7th, Aaron Manfredonia in 8th, Frank Edwards in 9th. Rounding out the top 10 is Jared Scott. 18 drivers entered the event, and Tyler McMurder from Canada emerges victorious when the smoke clears. Thanks for joining us, guys. Head over to NOSSCAR.com/X2 Series to see the full point standings, past race results, the rules, the point system, and details on how to sign up and become a NOSSCAR driver. Congratulations to Tyler McMurder, and we will see you later on for the Las Vegas race, the Jackpot 100.